This is his last amateur MMA bout before turning pro. MMA fans, please give a big, big hand for King of Champions, 145-pound amateur champion, Matt Vigil!
Back with the second half of the show, fight fans, and it starts off with a title bout in the 145-pound division. Our first fighter in this title matchup is James Smith. He's in the blue corner. Mr. Smith represents Mid-America Mixed Martial Arts. He lists himself as a ground and pound specialist. And Connor, you got a little bit of biography to fill us in on his opponent. Let us know.
Right, Matt Vigil, he needs no introduction to the Colorado fans here tonight. He is the current title holder in the KOC, and his next fight, he is turning pro. He's coming out of Advantage MMA with a strong wrestling background, so I expect that he's going to try and take this this fight to the ground pretty fast.
No doubt about that. We've seen him do it time and time again. Referee Curtis Thrasher, third man in the cage, gets the action started. And a spinning back kick to open things up by Smith, but it was avoided and turned into a takedown by Vigil, but Vigil's reversed and then pulls off a reversal of his own. Nice positional scramble here.
Yeah, I mean, that was incredible. That is just clinic jiu-jitsu right there being shown off.
Back and forth, good action. It's the kind of thing that you expect in a title bout. Nice turn through there by Smith. Good footwork.
Yeah, good judo throw also. That was a really good setup as far as a good trip into the cage by Smith.
Vigil was turning away from those punches, so you know they're having a little bit of an effect. And right now, his whole world is all about chin down, chin down. Yeah. But he's stretched out flat, much harder to defend in that position.
Yeah, Smith has really got him stretched out here. He is belly down, and Smith is really working for that rear naked choke.
Looks like a bit of a cross face right now, but I've seen a lot of guys have to tap out to the jaw crank. You start to feel things pop and snap, and you know it can only get worse from there. So we'll see if Vigil's able to ride this out.
Right, what Smith is putting on right now, it's really not something that's going to put you to sleep, but it does put you in a lot of pain. I mean, ungodly amounts of pain. So he is really showing how tough he is with this.
Yeah, and there's potential for breakage or dislocation of the jaw there as well. So you're right, Smith's showing his toughness, but Vigil rather, but Smith doing a nice job of curling around the forehead and trying to pull the chin up. However, Vigil doing just as good of a job with his defense.
Yeah, absolutely. He's doing a good job now, keeping those arms isolated so they can't really cement that choke in.
And Smith showing that he's got a good ground game because he's just staying very, very committed to the submission here. And just as I say that, he reaches up like he's going to go for a big strike. Vigil uses the opportunity to trap an arm. He's going to try to pull the head, or grab the head rather, and pull him through off the front. See if he's able to affect that. Smith wisely rolls him over, so it takes away the advantage there.
Right, Smith, when he's on top, he's doing a really good job of not riding really high. Right now, he's getting as high as I've seen him really go, and that's really helping him keep control in that top position.
Absolutely, good job of keeping the hips of Vigil under control by Smith. And you can see him trying to lift the right leg of Vigil and then the left. He's trying to turn him over because Vigil's doing such a good job with his defense and trying to scramble out of there that he wants to take away that mobility away from him, does Smith.
Yeah, and it seems like Vigil's doing a really good job trying to inch out of there so he can potentially escape out the back door.
Yep, you talked about it. He was getting a little bit high there for a moment, but like I had mentioned, he pulls him back over so that he can reset his position. A little bit surprised that he's not going for a figure four. Vigil now gets him turned through, and that's exactly what Vigil's been working for this whole time, but quickly trying to set up the triangle was Smith, and Vigil's going to fire away with elbows to end round one in this title bout.
That was really nice. He may be able to steal that round, I'm not sure, but he does end that with a bang.
So, second round in this championship bout. Red and white trunks worn by Smith. Vigil grabs the single leg and gets the takedown, and a little bit of reversal of fortune here from what we saw throughout almost the entirety of round number one.
Yeah, looks like Vigil is getting a little payback now. He's cinching in his own rear naked choke, and he is now riding the back of us.
Crossface, Smith turned out. Oh, and there's the
it's
tap
done.
out.
It's
That
done.
was it. So congratulations to Matt Vigil. Survives the rear naked choke attempt throughout almost the entirety of round number one. Comes back to set in the rear naked choke for himself to maintain his title, to get a win of his last amateur bout. He's going pro after this. We'll have the official time in 1 second. But for right now, let's take a look at the replay. Use the hook punches to get Smith to turn his head away from it so he couldn't defend the choke. Slides the forearm through, squeezes hard, gets the tap out victory.
That was a really good setup on his behalf.
Dr. Alex Constantinez in there making sure he's okay, and here's Nasty with our official time.
24 seconds of round number 2. Matt Vigil!
So Matt Vigil gets to keep the belt on the wall at Advantage MMA. He ends his amateur career with a win. Next time we see him, he'll be a professional fighter. Congratulations to Matt Vigil.